In today's video, I am going to share 4 simple tools with you that will not only reduce your child's anxiety, but it will swiftly take them out of that fight or flight mode, helping them to feel much more calm, more confident, and more focused. Hi, I'm Emma from M.Y.T.E. M.Y.T.E stands for Manage Your Thoughts and Emotions, and our program has been created to empower the minds of children everywhere, bettering their mental and emotional health, how they think, feel, and act. So they build resilience, they build confidence, and the ability to live a healthy and, most importantly, an authentic life. So the 4 techniques I want to share with you, just before I share them with you, I want to tell you a little backstory about how they came about. I had anxiety big time a few years back. It was just after the COVID pandemic. My mum got really poorly. She lives next door to us. She lives on her own. So I'm like her main carer, even though she's more than mobile and she's an amazing woman. She doesn't have anybody else around to take care of her. She got pretty sick. She found a lump in her breast. Cut a long story short, it ended up being quite an aggressive cancer. We were backwards and forwards to the hospitals, lots of tests. She had to have a mastectomy, and there was quite a bit of treatment that she had to have after that. And one thing I recognized when all of this came about, I was in a bit of a state of fight or flight anyway, as a lot of us were, based on what was going on around the world, and all of this uncertainty. But this illness that my mum had just developed, this sickness, really sent me over the edge. And my own health deteriorated very, very quickly. Now I look back and I recognize that it was through a lot of stress and a lot of negative thoughts and feelings that were causing my own nervous system just to go absolutely nuts and cause me to be physically as well as mentally sick. It caused me physical pain and physical sickness. So looking back at that time, I was in such a state of panic. I wasn't sleeping. I was waking up in the middle of the night. Even if I could get to sleep as a start, I was getting, very little sleep every night. But I was waking up in the middle of the night with this dread, just this horrible feeling of just complete, distress and overwhelm and anxiety. And I was really struggling to get a grip on life as a whole. I started to sink into a bit of a depressive state. But this actually is where these profound techniques started, because these techniques were things that I was doing myself to help me overcome my anxiety and my panic and my fear, that repeatedly done over time actually got me out of it and made me feel so much better. I was sometimes practicing them at 2 o'clock in the morning when I was waking up and I couldn't sleep. But the majority of times, once I started to feel better, I was getting up, even though it was pretty early, I was getting up, and these were the go-to techniques and the things that I was doing to help align my nervous system and feel so much better. The reason I just wanted to share that with you is because these techniques are profound and they are scientifically proven to help align our nervous system so that we can move out of the fight or flight. We can move out of the sympathetic side of our nervous system. We can move into the parasympathetic side of our nervous system, which means we just relax everything down and we can start to see things for what they are. We can actually start to see things more clearly. So the first technique that I want to share with you, we call it our Breathe tool within the M.Y.T.E program, but that technique is meditation. When we're sharing it with kids, like I mentioned, we say breathe over meditation because it makes more sense to them. But we all know the impact of meditation and how powerful a tool it is to help calm ourselves and our bodies down. Meditation helps reduce anxiety in children because it helps them calm down their mind and focus on something other than what's going on inside of their head, the thoughts that are spiraling out of control inside of their head. that tend to be negative when we're facing anxiety. One thing we share with children is a very simple statement. When in stress, go straight to your breath. And it's a great insight because it's something that stays with us all of the time. So as soon as stress starts to ignite and we start to feel that panic, we encourage them to go to their breath and just try and get out of the thoughts that are inside their head and put their attention on their breathing and just try and slow everything down. Meditation is a great technique to practice with children because it really will help them calm their mind and help them to better manage their emotions. The second technique is called HeartMath, which is very new to a lot of people because they've never really heard of it before. And HeartMath is profound because it's a technique that helps children to what we call self-regulate their emotions and build internal coherence. HeartMath works by getting children to experience positive emotions, but also focusing on what we call heart-focused breathing. So we imagine our breathing is flowing in and out of the heart area. There's many types of techniques that we use in HeartMath, and I will create another video solely on HeartMath because it's very powerful and there's a lot to talk about with regards to HeartMath. But it's another technique that you can use with your children to help calm them down, to help regulate their nervous system, and to help take them out of that fight or flight response. So they feel better, they think better, they feel better, and they actually respond, they act in a much more positive way. The third tool and technique is tapping, also known as emotional freedom technique, and we shorten that EFT. I found tapping to be, again, such a profound technique to use when feeling in panic, because it really is one of those techniques that really gets me out of my head. It creates distance between the thoughts that are inside my head and sort of where I am in this moment. It's such a fabulous technique. Children love it because they're active in practicing this technique, in practicing tapping. Tapping, we use our fingers to touch on various acupressure points on our body, and it does calm down the nervous system, and it does take us out of an overthinking, overactive mind. Again, I'm going to create another video and link it to this video so you can jump over and learn a bit more about tapping and its profound results, the results that tapping brings. And the fourth technique that we are sharing with you today that will help calm anybody's anxiety, be it children or adults, and that's exercise. We refer to it in our toolkit as our move tool. We know exercise is great for all of us because it boosts our mood and it reduces our stress levels. So they're the four techniques: meditation, HeartMath, EFT, tapping, and exercise. And they're all fantastic techniques and things that you can do with your child to help rid their anxiety and help them better manage their thoughts and their feelings. These four techniques form our M.Y.T.E toolkit. We call them the breathe tool, meditation, the feel tool, HeartMath, the think tool, tapping, and the move tool, exercise. They're four fantastic tools that children can really relate to and that help them better manage their thoughts and their feelings, in turn overcoming their anxiety. You see, we teach kids that it's okay to experience all kinds of emotions. They just need to remember that they're in control of them. They're able to handle them in whatever way they choose. And that's why the M.Y.T.E program and its profound toolkit are so powerful. I hope this video has added value to you. Please do like and subscribe if you'd like to be notified of future videos that we have coming out. And we look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about M.Y.T.E, our M.Y.T.E program and its profound toolkit, jump over to our website and get in touch with us. We are here to support you and the children in your care.